So you should have picked up a sheet today when you came in. It looks like this, two-sided. We're going to deal with the front side, which is the graphing side, the side with the grid on it. We're going to deal with that side today. Tomorrow, then we'll deal with the back side. And then if we don't finish up on the back side tomorrow, then we'll finish up on that on Friday. Okay? All right? So what we're going to do today is we're going to take what we've learned, and now we're going to go in reverse with it. So up to this point, you've gotten the equation, the function, if you will, and we've asked you to do the graph. Now, we're going to give you the graph and ask you to give us a function. So it's the same stuff, it's just in reverse. It's the same, A is still your amplitude. Okay? Oops, let me go one slide because I forgot it's on this next slide. A is still your amplitude. Which is still the distance between the middle and the high, and the middle and the low. Okay. B is still your period change, your horizontal stretch, if you will. Okay. That's still B. Okay. Horizontal distance from the beginning of one lap to the end of one lap. That's still B. Okay. C is still your start. Okay. And D is still your the middle. Combine D and A and you get your high and your low. Yeah. All that fun stuff. Yeah. Let's do this. So we're sitting here. It says find a sine curve for the graph, but we can also find a cosine curve for the graph because they're one and the same. It just depends on where we're starting. Okay? So the very first thing that I would identify here is I would identify what my high is and what my low is. Let's deal with the verticalness first. Okay? So what's the high of this first graph, which is the same as your first graph? And I saw your negative. Negative 4. We agree if negative 4 is the high. Yeah. Yeah. So then what's my low? Negative 16. Okay. So then what's the middle? If negative 4 is my high, negative 16 is my low, negative 10? Negative 10. Add them up, divide by 2. My middle is negative 10. So that right there, that's my D value. Okay. What's my amplitude then? 6. Okay. Now this asked us for a sine curve where low, middle, or high does sine start? Starts in the middle. So what would an applicable start be to a sine curve? X equals negative 1. Would x equals 5 work? Because it's going down, you mean? We'd have to adjust it, yes. We would have to adjust it somehow. We would have to do x equals 5 would work, but we'd either have to make it be a negative A or a negative B. That's up to us. Yep, that's on us. Okay? All right? What would another applicable start be? 6, 10, 11? 11? Okay. Okay. 11 would not be another one. Okay. 17 would be another one. Okay. All right. Love it. Okay. What is my period? So my period then is going to be the horizontal distance to get back to the same thing. So that's my whole period. 12? Forgot to say that this was C. So my period is 12. What does that mean? So period is equal to 2 pi over b. My period was 12. So that's 2 pi divided by b. So what's b? Over 6. I've got an answer.
Why are the numbers put in not a fraction?
Our b is pi over 6. Okay. So now we need it to be in y equals a cosine or sine times b times x minus c plus d form. Yes? Okay. So y equals 6 sine parentheses pi over 6 parentheses x plus 1 because it's minus a negative 1 minus 10. Yes? Okay. Now, let's go with Joe's. Joe said we could have started at 5. Right? So we could have gone negative 6 sine pi over 6 x minus 5 and minus 10. Or we could have gone 6 sine negative pi over 6. Right? Or, let's see, if we would have started at 11, this number here could have been negative 11. Then we would have been starting here. Right? Same function all the way through. If I was to have asked you, whatever the proper English is, for a cosine curve, what would have your start been? 2. Okay. So that would have changed what? Would have it changed your A value?
No, I'm just kidding.
No?
Just saying you were paying attention. It would have changed your C.
So let's walk through it, okay? Would have it changed A?
No.
No. Changed B?
No.
No. Change C?
Yes, sir.
Yep. Change D? No. So the cosine curve here six cosine of pi over 6 times x, then what would it be? Minus 2? Or, again, this is all on us. As you can see, there are plenty of choices here. Minus 4? Minus 4? Plus 4. Or plus what? Or plus 8? Yep. Got it? Love it. Put the money where the mouth is. Or put pen to paper. Or walk the walk. Find me a sine and a cosine curve for number 2. Smokey, you choose. Sine or cosine? Sine first? Okay. So first off, I gotta find out all my good stuff, right? So it looks like we got a high of 7. Would you agree? High of 7.
Yeah.
Yes.
Looks like we got a low of -3.
Yes.
Okay. So that's a spread of 10. That gives me a middle at 2, which gives me an amplitude of 5. Yes?
Yes.
Love it. Okay. So I would say we got to start here at 3. But if you didn't like my start of 3, you could do a start of 12. Right? Or you could do a start of 20s.
Where did you get started?
Oh, wait, hold on. It should be 4, maybe. Yep, 4. I miscounted. That's why I got to start at 3. Start at 4. That sound better?
Do you know where you started?
Right there.
Oh.
That's my middle.
Start.
Start, sign goes up, right?
You
start?
can walk out of the first.
Again, tap the brakes, everyone. Okay? Right? You only had to come up with one sine curve. I got to come up with all the sine curves. Okay? All right? So, period, then, that looks like 8. So, 8 equals 2 pi over b. So, I got a b of pi over 4. So, sine curve, first one, 5. Sine. Pi over 4. X minus 4 plus 2. Yes? Okay. We could have also gone with that one plus 12, or excuse me, minus 12. Minus 20, minus 28, etc., etc., etc. Okay? That's one of them. Another one. Let's go with negative 5 sine pi over 4 x plus 2. Could have gone in there with minus 8, minus 16, minus 24. What? That's when I written down. That's why there's nothing there. I just had to leave space so we could put the minuses in there. Agree? You could have also gone with 5 sine of negative pi over 4 and all of those. Okay? Cosine curves now. I'm going to go up here. 5 cosine pi over 4 x plus 2 plus 2. Could have also gone here with minus 6 minus 14 minus 22. Negative 5 cosine pi over 4 x minus 2 plus 2. Could have also gone in here with minus 10 minus 18 plus 6 plus 14. Yep. Questions, comments, concerns, explanations? Again, I remind you that next week, Wednesday, 1 week from today, you have your test that will include graphing, and this is called curve fitting. Okay? So it's going to have graphing and curve fitting on it. Your extra credit, your unit circle extra credit, is also due next week, Wednesday. Along with, you've got 4.4 worksheet number 1, worksheet number 2. This week, Friday, you're going to get the review worksheet, both parts. Okay. So there'll be 4 total sheets due next week, Tuesday, for the non-80%. Okay? Just a grind. Because you've got 2 of them, and you're going to get 2 more of them on Friday.
Okay.
Yeah. You've only gotten 2 of the 4.
Yeah, I freaked out at first when I only got